The Isle of Souls was released into old school RuneScape on the 9th of December 2020 to house the Soul Wars minigame. On the 3rd of February 2021, it received a large update, adding a dungeon, lots of monsters, and some skilling areas. My ultimate Iron Man is trapped here, and I'll be using only the resources available to make progress and see just how far this island can take us. Hello everybody, and welcome back to a new episode of Soul Trapped, the series where I've locked my ultimate Iron Man to the Isle of Souls. So we're starting out today's episode with a little bit of AFK fishing, just a nice and chill way to begin the day. I really like to play RuneScape in a chill and relaxing way, so a bit of fishing on the shores of the ocean just sounds lovely to me. So the goals for today's video is to continue getting gear upgrades, and we also need to take care of some business that you the viewers have weighed in on. So let's talk about exceptions. And this is going to take a couple of minutes, so I've left a timestamp in the description below if you don't care about this and you just want to skip to the start of the actual video. Before we start, I just want to say thank you to everyone who commented on the last video letting me know if I should leave to do Druidic Ritual and buy a house. The overwhelming majority of you said I should, so I will be. And that's the first kind of exception I want to talk about. We'll be leaving the island to do a few essential quests and then coming straight back. We'll be doing Druidic Ritual, we'll be buying a house, we're also going to complete rune mysteries as well. Now I don't think there's going to be many options for rune crafting on the Isle of Souls, but I'd like to have the option. And to try and preserve the integrity of the account, I'll be collecting the GP for the house and the beef and chicken meat for Druidic Ritual from the Isle of Souls. We're also going to be grabbing a saw from the mainland, and that's because the saw will let us actually make use of the player-owned house once we reach the magic level to teleport there. The main reason I think this is necessary is because without it, if we ever get a pet, we will need to either leave to insure it or just abandon it. And getting a pet is such an achievement that I don't want to do either of them things. I've also had some suggestions for other exceptions that I've decided not to do. These include training to 28 thieving, getting a Dragonfire shield, and starting the Eagle's Peak quest. I won't be doing these things because they aren't totally necessary for unlocking a large amount of content. I hope that you agree with the exceptions that I'm going to make, but if you don't, please let me know in the comments. And if a majority of people want me to drop the saw, then I will. So with that all out of the way, let's get on with the video. Okay, so we have got level 5 fishing now. We got it a few shrimp ago, but I'm done AFKing, so we've got a few things we need to take care of before we go and get a few quests done. The first thing that we're going to do is grab a little bit of food by killing some rabbits, and then we're going to head back over to the crumbling tower. And that's because I know we can get GP from the Forgotten Souls. And we'll be killing them until we have 1k exactly, as that's the amount that you need to buy a house. So that's 10 cooked rabbits, let's get to business. One item on these guys' drop table that would actually be a really big help would be the steel longsword that they drop. Although it's slower than hitting enemies with my bare hands and feet, it does have a strength bonus, so it will allow us to hit harder and therefore get kills faster. The main drop we're still after though is going to be the GP. So let's see how long it takes us to raise it. And that last kill just got us up to 1007 GP, which is just over what we need to buy a house. So that means it's time to take a trip. Okay, before we ruin the account and head over to the Forbidden Lands, we just need to kill ourselves a chicken and a cow, as we're going to be taking their meat and using them in the Druidic Ritual quest. Okay, there we go. Nothing left to do now, except for completely ruin the account's integrity. Please forgive me. I have no other choice. We left the island for just a little while, completed rune mysteries, completed Druidic Ritual, and we also bought a house. As you can see, we've got a saw just like I mentioned, and that brings us to an end of any exceptions that we're going to be making from this point forward. So I took a little bit of time to do some AFK fishing, and we now have level 20 fishing just from shrimps and anchovies. We're also now able to finally use these lamps, and we're going to pop them straight into construction just like we wanted to. 10 XP per lamp. It's a long road ahead to level 2. We also got another Quizmaster random, so let's open up this mystery box. Ooh, a diamond. I'm not sure what we can use this for, but while we've got a little bit of inventory space, we're going to keep hold of it. So lamps and imp randoms are going to play a pretty big part of this account. We're going to need to lamp to at least level 2 construction so that we can build the pottery wheel. After that point, we've got 2 pretty big lamp grinds. The first one is 28 thieving, and that's going to allow us to train our thieving at the chest which is inside the dungeon. The other one is level 30 slayer, and that's going to allow us to kill the pyre fiends on the north of the island. Both of these lamp journeys are going to take a long ass time. So the best thing that we can do is just continue skilling and playing on this account and just hoping for the randoms to appear. So the next goal for this account is to try and kill some of the skeletons in the dungeon. Now these should only be around level 20 to 25, and the reason why we want to kill them now is because they're going to drop us an axe. Now this is going to allow us to train woodcutting as well as some fletching, both of which are going to add on to our total level, and the sooner we get that level, the sooner we can start playing the minigame. Alright, here we are, we're going to enter the cave for the first time. So we should be able to just fight a skeleton. There should be one just around this corner before we get to the greater demons. And there it is, level 25, just like I thought. Let's get punching and see if we can get ourselves a kill. And there's the first skeleton kill on the account, and we just get bones. Oh dear me, the lesser demons come for us. So it looks like this skeleton that we're fighting right now doesn't actually have a drop table other than bones. I've been speaking with the Soul Wars Iron Man Discord, which I'll link down in the description below because there is quite a nice community there. And what they found is the only skeleton in the dungeon with an actual drop table is located a little bit further in. So we're going to go and get some more food and then come back and see if we can't tag some monsters to get a little bit further down. Okay, so I'm fairly sure the one that we need is this guy over here, right next to where the iron dragons are. So what we're going to do is tag this bloke, and then we're going to turn on the run, and we are going to head all the way around. Okay, that didn't go so badly. I need to lure this guy over here without attracting the attention of these iron dragons because they will destroy me. Okay, we're going to wait for him to move a little bit closer. I don't think the dragons are going to aggro us past these squares here, but I'm not sure yet. Okay, run, and we've made it. Cool. Let's fight this skeleton. So there's 2 in here on this world. From what I've been told, I think this guy with the warhammer is the one that we really need to fight, but it's not multi in here, so we're going to have to kill this guy first. Okay, let's hope for some good loot. Let's hope for an axe. Okay, yes, so this guy does have a drop table, and it's chaos runes too, so not bad. Well, we got a maze random and we're just about to complete it, so let's hope for some good loot. 126 iron arrows and 21 death runes. Okay, we've got a good drop. We got the iron sword. We actually have a weapon now, I can't believe it. I would never be this excited about an iron sword on any other account for any other reason, but this is actually incredible. Now that we've got a weapon, nothing can stop us. Heading back in for more skeleton kills. This new sword is an absolute game changer. I'm so happy we've got it. I know the difference in DPS is going to be really minimal, but it just feels good to finally not have to punch things. Mr. Skeleton, I'd like an axe, please. Oh, never lucky. Still no axe, but we do have a grimy Marantil. Shit. No! Oh my god. Okay, let's not panic. We've been booted back to the Shadowlands. We don't belong here, and we need to get back to Soul Wars immediately. So, we are going to minigame teleport right back there, right now. We need to wait another 3 minutes. So, I know some of you may be thinking, oh no, this is account ruined. And let's be honest, a death was eventually going to happen. And when that happens, we are going to get booted back to Lumbridge. There really isn't anything that we can do to avoid this. So all that we can do to make sure that the account integrity is kept as strong as possible is just to stand in the one spot and teleport straight back to Soul Wars as soon as possible. So we now have 1 hour to get back to the spot we were just in and retrieve our stuff. The risky thing about this is the tile that we were stood on is a tile where we can be aggroed by the iron dragons. I marked our tiles to show where I think the range of the Iron Dragon's aggro is, but I stupidly stood on the other side of them. Okay, we're heading back. We've got just under an hour to get our stuff back. So we're back on the Isle of Souls. Now, we could just run straight back into the cave and just tank as much damage as possible and pick up all of our stuff. But I think that's going to be a bad idea. I think that if we do that, all that's going to happen is we're going to get slapped up by some monsters on the way to the Iron Dragons, and then when we get there, we're not going to have the hit points left to reasonably get away. So we're going to head back to our favourite spot and kill some bunnies, get the carcasses cooked up for some delicious food, and then very carefully make our way back through the cave. An important thing to do on a UIM account when you die is to very quickly make a note of the time that your death pile is going to disappear so that you can keep track of it, and also make a note of the world that you died on, because on a UIM, your death pile doesn't transfer between worlds the way that it does on a regular account. If you forget which world you were on and you can't find it again, well, sorry, you've lost all of your stuff. I was so excited about my fancy new sword, and we're already back to kicking rabbits. Feels bad, man, feels bad. Okay, 10 rabbits should be enough. Let's go cook them up. Okay, so I'm not sure what's happening here. I'm using the rabbit on the fire and nothing interesting happens. What is going on? Is it only specific fire tiles that you can use? That is really strange. So it looks like you can only use the smaller ones. You can't use the actual walls of fire. Not gonna lie, I started to panic there for a minute. I thought somehow Jagex had done some weird hotfix and I wasn't gonna be able to get my stuff back. But it looks like everything's gonna be fine. Okay, we made it, and all of our stuff is still right here on the ground. So let's just grab all that shit. Oh man, I am so relieved. And look at that, our old friend the skeleton has come back to say hello. Let's see if we can make the best out of this trip. And the cool thing is, now that we've got a death pile, we can stay here for a little bit longer, just as long as we do not go past these 3 squares. Awesome, so we're going to stay here for 1 or 2 more kills and just see what kind of loot we can get from this skeleton. Well, it's nice to be back here killing the skeleton that does have the chance of giving us some gear, but it would be nice to get something other than coins, you know? It happened again, oh my god. Okay. So, okay, we've made it back again. Let's grab all this stuff. I want to stay well away from that dragon right there. Okay, the inventory is reorganized once more. Okay, I've died twice just to fight you. Please give me some nice loot. Never lucky, man. Oh, hell yes, I will take that lamp from you, Genie. Thank you very much. And we get an actual upgrade. Nice one. So, we have an iron medium helm now. Quite possibly the biggest Chad in all of RuneScape. Okay, I've committed to construction for the first level that we're gonna lamp, so let's pop this right in there. And it's getting a little bit late, so let's get out of this dangerous cave. Now, maybe I'm being stupid and overconfident, but I'm gonna try and take on a moss giant, because there's a small chance that they could drop us a mithril sword, which would be a huge upgrade. Amazing. First moss giant kill on the account. Brilliant. We're definitely only getting 1. And we got a qualm seed, which is entirely useless because there is no farming patch on the island. So let's grab the big bones and then get the hell out of here. So we did a little bit of AFK fishing and we're now level 28. Nothing particularly special about that level. I just thought I'd give you all an update. So the plan right now is to head back into the cave and get back on them skeletons. Because although we do have some pretty sick gear, we still need an axe. And I would really like to start woodcutting and fletching as soon as possible, as they're really going to help us improve our total level. Oh hey, a maze random. That's always welcome. Let's go and see what is in the maze. A load of steel arrows, and also a strength potion and defense potion. I can't wield steel arrows yet, so what we're going to do is just ignore them. Okay, let's see what loot we can get from this guy. Skeleton, be kind. Please give me an axe. Grimy Terramin. Not what we're looking for. Let's keep going. I'm looking at these 2 Marantils in my inventory and thinking about what they can actually be used for. Now, obviously, we can get Herblore XP by cleaning them once we reach level 5, and once we get there, we can use them to make anti-poison potions. However, apart from the XP drop that comes from creating the actual potion, there is no actual use for an anti-poison potion on the Isle of Souls. And that's literally just because there is nothing on the island that can poison you. So because of that, I'm going to drop these, and we're not going to keep any herbs that we get as drops unless they're ones that we can clean, or they're going to make us a very useful potion. After all, every herb that is dropped on the island is going to be dropped quite commonly, so if we ever do need a specific type of potion, it won't be too much of a grind to get the ingredients. Just heading back to the rabbits to restock, and I really can't see a reason why I should keep all 3 of my elemental staffs. Sure, it would be pretty cool to collect them all, but it also just seems like a waste of space, so we're going to get rid of the earth and the water battle staff. On top of that, we're also going to get rid of this wizard hat that I've been keeping. I know it's going to help a little bit with casting spells when we do get to that point, but I think the inventory space is just worth more to me right now. Okay boys, it happened again. I am so trash at this game. I suck. God, imagine being a content creator and not even being able to play the game. God, imagine that. Basically, I didn't tag the skeleton before I ran through the blue dragons to get back to the safe spot. And what happened is a big blue dragon used his fire breath on me and just one banged me. Hit me straight up for a 33 and I was on the floor, booted back to Lumbridge. Okay, I'll see you when we've got the stuff back. So this time we died in a particularly awkward place because we're right in the middle of these blue dragons. So I need to tag a baby blue dragon and I need to keep him on me. So the baby blue is on me now. Let's tag this one. Please, 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 please. Okay, good. Now let's get everything we can, and now we make a run for it. Okay, we made it. So I guess the lesson learned is always be really careful when running past dragons. Amazing, we have got a bronze bar. It's not an iron axe, but it's the next best thing because we can make a bronze axe at level 1 smithing. We're not going to risk staying here any longer. We're going to teleport away. I don't think I've ever been so excited against such a trash piece of gear in my life, but this is going to open up so much content for us. You might even say, this changes everything. Let's get out of here and make ourselves an axe. There's the hammer, let's grab that. And we've climbed up the hill to the anvil. So let's smith ourselves a bronze axe. Oh man, look at it. This axe means everything to me now. And look what we can do. Oh, that feels so good. Level 2 woodcutting. I am so happy that we've unlocked this. So the next thing for us to go and grab is a knife. And luckily for us, there is a spawn of one right here on the beach. Okay, so we now have everything we need to begin woodcutting and fletching. So what I'm going to do for a little bit now is turn these logs into arrow shafts, and then we're going to make a bunch of headless arrows. And that's how we're going to be training our fletching for a little while. Playing an account like this really does give you a new appreciation for just the little things that RuneScape has to offer. The fact that the lowest tier axe can be such an upgrade for an account is what makes playing a restricted account so special. And that's what RuneScape's really all about, finding your own way to play and creating your own journey to travel. So that's where I'm going to end the episode today. I think we've made a huge achievement in getting this axe. All it took was a little bit of thinking outside of the box, as well as a few dragonfire incidents. I personally can't wait to find out what else we can achieve on this island alone. So to everybody out there that's watching, thank you, and I'll see you next time.